Alright, here's a quick tutorial on Photoshop Smart Objects. And this will show you how they can preserve an image and also save you a lot of time and frustration. I'm going to start with the layer of the Mona Lisa here. And to duplicate her, I'm going to click on my Move tool. And you can also click the V key on your keyboard. And hold down the Alt button and click and drag on the layer. This will duplicate it. You can also hold down Shift Alt to force it to align to the other layer. So now I'm going to go over in the layer palette, and you can select multiple layers by holding down Control and clicking on them. That also allows you to deselect layers. We're going to grab both of these and move them to the center, and I'm going to turn the top layer into a smart object by right-clicking on it and selecting Convert to Smart Object. You can always tell a layer is a smart object by the little icon in the lower right. And I'm going to grab both of these and transform them. You can hit Control T to transform and scale them down real small, and then to scale them back up, I'm going to hit Control T and return them back to larger size. Now you'll notice that the first layer is all blurry and pixelated, while the smart object hasn't been affected at all. This is because the smart object sort of stores the image in a safe area. If you double click on the smart objects layer, it'll open up a PSB file that has the original state of everything you selected when you converted it to a smart object. Here I can modify the original file, and once I save it, any updates will be applied to the original image. So for instance, I can lighten this image by doing this, and when I hit Control S, it will update my original document. Now you can't draw on the smart object layer anymore. Once a layer is converted to a smart object, it's not considered a raster layer anymore. But you can apply masks to it, and you can also apply filters. Filters are a big feature because when they're applied to a smart object, they become a smart filter, which retain their settings and allow you to adjust them later on and turn them on and off. So as an example, I'm going to go up to Filter and select Blur, Gaussian Blur, and get a nice, right about there, and click OK. Now you'll see that there's a Smart Filters box added and a Gaussian Blur underneath it. Now here I can double click on Gaussian Blur to go in and adjust it a little more or a little less. I can also turn it on and off by clicking on the eye. And there's also a mask automatically added. So if I click on that and select my brush and select black, I can actually paint areas of the picture that I don't want the filter to affect. And this is pretty great because you can apply multiple filters to an image, you can scale and rotate it, and you're not damaging the original image in any way because it's still stored in the PSB file. As a other quick little tip, let me get rid of all these first. You can, when you transform a smart object and scale it and rotate it, all those settings are stored up in the top menu here. If you notice, you'll see that it's set to 75 and about -25 rotation. So I can go in and turn that back to normal by just going to here and 0. Now the nice part is let's say I rotate this image to let's make it like -30. And then later on I'd like to add some text and have it at the same angle. I could eye it up, but it's a lot easier when there's a smart object involved. So I just need to, all I have to do is click on the smart object, click Control T to transform, and I can see that it's at -30 degrees. Then I can just click on my text, Control T to transform, type in -30, and the text is rotated to the exact same degree. And that's pretty much it for that. There's also another quick little tip. Let me turn this back. Alright. Another advantage of smart objects is when you're cropping images. Here I'll crop out both of these images to show you. Do that, and now you can see that the first layer, wherever the crop took place, it actually cut out the portion of the layer that went beyond it. However, the smart object retains its full image. This is great if you need, for instance, like let's say I need an image that's 200 pixels. I can just crop this down and then go in and scale my smart object in and not have to worry about having to crop it and dragging the original image over and fine-tuning it. This will always be in place. I can go in and crop out different areas again, and my smart image will still be there in its entirety. That's pretty much it. There's a lot more things that smart objects can do, and I hope to get some more videos out soon. I hope you found this useful, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye-bye.